If you're a holder of an IRA, 401k, annuity, pension, TSP, or any other qualified retirement plan, you may be in big trouble. If you don't understand the complex and volatile economic landscape we live in today, we'll cover a few reasons why you need to take action to protect your retirement now. America has just been thrust into the next biggest recession. We're talking about an economic collapse that could last over 20 years or more. The stock market has lost trillions of dollars of its wealth and may be taking yours along with it. Think this is all unreal? Think again. When the market crashed in 2008 and America slipped into a recession, people lost their homes, their jobs, and the majority of their retirement savings almost overnight. Some say nobody saw the recession coming. That's simply not true. Here's the facts. Economic analysts identified the red flags that signaled the last recession long before it ever happened. And today, we're seeing the signs all over again. Sign number 1, the stock market crash. Over 70 million baby boomers are required by law to sell their 401k shares on the stock market at the age of 70 and a half. And that's a huge problem, because compared to the 70 million baby boomers, there are only about 65 million working Generation Xers to buy those shares. Why is this such a big problem? Many of those 65 million Gen X workers are in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and in no position to buy shares. It's the basic supply and demand concept, meaning the supply of shares rises on the market while the demand falls. And as a result, the price of those shares plummet, and every American who has a 401k loses wealth. And as more baby boomers put their shares up for sale, the share price keeps falling and falling and falling. That's why, if you're a 401k holder, you could be in danger of losing your wealth soon. Sign number 2, other countries are moving away from the dollar. For almost 50 years, the U.S. dollar has been the world's reserve currency. But now, with worldwide growing skepticism about America's economic policies, more and more countries are withdrawing their support for the dollar. And tensions continue to rise in the Middle East against American control of the oil worldwide and oil prices. If and when this happens, the value of the U.S. dollar could crash and be worth almost nothing. These are just some of the few signs that America is heading into another economic meltdown. Will you ignore the signs one more time? In 2008, many Americans ignored the signs or weren't even aware of them. Most of us believed the government when they said the economy was doing fine, only to watch in horror as the market crashed days later. The problem is that we rely on the government to ensure our financial safety. However, there are so many unknown factors out of your control. What you need to know is that you have more control over your retirement savings than you think. America, let's not make the same mistake twice. This time, let's protect our wealth. This time, let's protect our families. This time, let's protect our future. Let's protect our wealth with the same investment method that banks, governments, and entire countries use to survive economic recessions that arise. What is this method? It's investing in a resource that could maintain and grow in value through war, pandemics, political unrest, and economic uncertainty. It's gold and silver. Did you know that China, Germany, Russia, and many other nations are buying gold to back their currencies? Why do nations buy gold and silver? Because physical gold and silver are the only real forms of currency that are accepted everywhere in the world. What's more, over time, gold and silver tend to increase in value even more during economic downturns. In fact, during the recession of 2008 through 2011, the value of gold increased 80% in just 3 short years. That means if you want to reduce the impact on your retirement from the next economic recession, you could do what banks, nations, and governments are doing, protecting your wealth with gold and silver. Now, you may be thinking, but I don't have the money to buy gold or silver. What should I do? Here's the good news. If you're a holder of an IRA, 401k, annuity, pension, TSP, or any other qualified retirement account, You can convert a portion of your retirement funds that you already have into physical gold and silver and do it completely tax and penalty free. These are real physical metals that you can own, see, and touch. The specialists at Goldco will help you set up your very own gold IRA. The best part, all you need is your current retirement or savings account to get started, and you can get started right now. Don't ignore the warnings. Don't get left behind. Don't be a victim the second time around. Open your very own gold IRA today and protect your wealth, your lifestyle, and your family.